Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, so we've got some pretty exciting news to kick off with today. Chiang Mai, it's just been named the best city in Asia by Travel Plus Leisure for 2025.
That's right. And number 2 globally. Quite an achievement.
Huge. And Travel Plus Leisure mentioned, the friendly people, amazing food, temples, mountains, those ethical elephant places. The usual suspects, maybe. But I wonder, what really pushed it over the edge this time, beyond just those highlights?
Well, I think what this award really shows is how Chiang Mai um, manages to blend its traditions, its very active community, and its sort of forward-looking plans. It's not just one thing, like the food or the temples. It's how it all works together.
Yeah.
It feels like a real living city. That's what makes it stand out.
That makes sense. It's the whole package.
Exactly. And we can definitely see that in what's been happening there recently on the ground.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're not just sitting back enjoying the award, are they? I saw this CAD Mycin initiative
Ah, yes. Cadmice.
from the Northern Tourism Federation, focusing on meetings, incentives, conferences, exhibitions, MICE-E. Seems like a big push to maybe diversify a bit. Is this like the next step for them, you think? Or could it maybe change that unique vibe it just won the award for?
That's a really good question. This Cadmice thing, it fits perfectly into the bigger plan for the Northern Economic Corridor, which isn't just about Chiang Mai. It's about the whole region aiming for, well, sustainable growth, creativity, wellness, tourism, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So it's about building a stronger, maybe more varied economy, not just relying on leisure travel and supporting all that. There's the talk of the light rail system, right? That 35-kilometer plan.
Oh, yeah, the light rail. Still happening.
Well, the plan's there. Tentative start is still 2027, but there are definitely funding questions still floating around. But if it happens, huge for getting around, especially with potentially more visitors from things like a MICE. It signals a big change in how the city moves.
Right, big infrastructure.
Yeah.
But it's not all about these massive projects, is it? I saw something about a big cleaning day along the Ping River, like actual officials, volunteers getting out there and cleaning up mud left from dredging upstream. That sounds very hands-on. Community action.
It is. And it brings up a really important point, doesn't it? This balance between development and, well, protecting the environment.
Yeah.
Because you have this positive action on the Ping River.
Yeah.
But then you also have these ongoing warnings about the Kunk River. High turbidity, basically, really cloudy, murky water, and more worryingly, unsafe levels of lead and arsenic.
Oof, lead and arsenic. That sounds serious.
It is, and it affects areas people use for recreation. So it really throws this challenge into sharp focus. How does a city grow, attract people, build things?
Without damaging the very things that make people want to come. The natural beauty, the clean environment.
Precisely.
Yeah.
It's a very tricky balancing act for Chiang Mai right now.
So that contrast is stark. Ping River cleanup good, Kok River pollution bad. Are there bigger plans for the Kok River, or is it just warnings for now?
That's the tough part. The Kurikuk River issue seems more, let's say, systemic. It's linked to stuff happening upstream, maybe industrial runoff, farming practices. So while they're monitoring it and putting out warnings, a real fix that needs, different provinces working together, probably significant investment, it's bigger than just one city's cleanup effort.
Right, a much bigger, more complex problem.
Definitely shows that growth has these wider ripple effects, these responsibilities.
Okay. So development environment.
Right.
But Chiang Mai's culture is also a huge part of its appeal, right? We see things like Bastille Day concerts, international stuff happening at resorts, and the Alliance Française.
Yep, the cultural pulse is strong.
But then there's the really local stuff. This is where it gets super interesting, I think, the Pusaya Sai ceremony.
Ah, yes, the premonition ceremony.
I'm at the Doi Sut Thay Pu watershed. It's still happening this season. This is the ritual where they ask the spirits for protection, for rain,
Yeah.
and it involves a traditional animal sacrifice.
It does.
And that continues even though there are debates, with animal rights groups about it.
And that's what's so fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah.
How these really old traditions rub up against modern values and debates. This ceremony, it's ancient, it's tied to local beliefs about the land and the spirits. It really shows this tension Chiang Mai is living with. How do you hold on to your unique cultural identity?
especially when parts of it clash with changing global ideas or ethics.
Exactly. It's a living example of that negotiation.
Hmm.
And you see that local pride reflected in other ways, too, like Wisansai Pakasupakul representing Chiang Mai at Miss Grand Thailand 2025, taking that local identity onto a national stage.
So putting it all together, Chiang Mai is clearly this incredibly dynamic place. You've got the global awards, the community cleanups, these ambitious development plans like MIC and the light rail,
Mhm.
and these deeply rooted traditions still playing out, even with modern debates swirling around them. It's a lot to juggle.
It really is. So thinking about all this, what does it actually mean for you? As Chiang Mai keeps moving forward, keeps evolving, how do you think these different forces, the global spotlight, the infrastructure projects, the environmental pressures, and these incredibly rich traditions, how will they shape what Chiang Mai actually is in the years ahead? It's definitely a space to watch.